Hey, good morning. Well, it's morning here in Barbados. I'm just gonna show you quickly my kitchen garden. So, this is it. I had to put a shade cloth to protect it against the monkeys. And as you enter, you see this is lemongrass. There's some broadleaf thyme as well. And broadleaf thyme is one of those things that once it's established, it propagates like wildfire. I've got some tomato plants coming up. I've had some success with cherry tomatoes, but I've never really planted bigger tomatoes. There's some slug damage. I came in last night and did some slug picking. I've got lots of kale. Kale grows really well in here. But the thing is that I find interesting is sometimes I leave these lower leaves that are damaged because as the snails or slugs come up, they'll continue eating them, and then I'll have access to leaves that aren't damaged closer to the top. The compost heap has in different seeds. It doesn't get hot enough to kill them, so different things pop up sometimes. Not sure why I allowed this papaya tree. I headed it, but it's continuing to grow up a bit. It's got lots of blossoms, but it may be a male tree. That's another issue with papaya trees or papaya trees. I recently planted carrots. These are carrots, they're coming up. A lot of them didn't grow, but I planted some more, so I'll have carrots at different times. This is sweet potato slip. I kind of like sweet potato as a natural ground cover, a living ground cover. I kind of like that. And the snails like it. I keep saying snails, but it's mostly slugs like it as well. This is dill. Back when I was just buying seeds and planting things, because I'm really not sure how I'm going to use dill, but as you can see, there's lots of kale in the garden. Green stuff grows under the shade cloth really well. This is ginger. I've had to plant things that, some more ginger, I've had to plant things that the rats won't eat. And so lots of herbs. This is sweet marjoram here. Lots of herbs and roots like ginger, and over here I'll show you. This is turmeric, and the rainy season's just started, so the turmeric is sprouting again. It's taken over this bed, which is okay. You can see the leaves are now coming up. I believe this is a pomegranate tree. It looks like a pomegranate tree to me, and so I'm leaving it. I'm just gonna trim it as it grows because I know they can grow pretty big. This is a Jesus heart lily that I just brought out here because I knew that I would love these conditions. I don't have a lot of luck growing peppers in here. I had one really good crop of peppers in this half can a while ago when I used it was sheep manure. But since then, and I've done crop rotation, so it's been a while since I put peppers in here, but I put peppers in here again, and they'll start out okay, but then they get all blotchy and strange. So I'm not sure, the leaves fall. I'm not sure why that is. I was told that maybe I need to treat the soil, but I'm slightly reluctant to use chemicals because, well, we all know. I'm trying to keep it organic. This is Marigold because I like to use natural ways to deter the pests. I find that growing certain herbs, this is, I'm not going to remember now, it's not mint. It is, it'll come back to me maybe. But this as well, it's got a pretty strong smell. It's lemon balm, that's what it is. And so when I grow those things, types of herbs, then I don't have as much problems with aphids. This is peanuts. I grew peanuts at one point, and I guess I missed some because they keep coming up. The rats will go after the peanuts. Some thyme. Thyme is a peculiar one. It seems to require a very specific amount of water and dryness, so it will grow when it grows. I recently planted cabbage. I need to remove some of these so that they can grow properly, but the crucifers grow really well under the shade cloth. This is Chinese cabbage. I had a really good crop of that before, but that's lemongrass, and as you can see, I kind of like it under here. I like that it is wild. If you saw it before, it was a desert. Nothing was growing. And I've allowed this savanna grass to grow up between the beds. I find that it really does help cut down on the number of snails and slugs, because it's like an obstacle course that they have to get through in order to get to the plants. But you know, I used to complain that it's not as productive as I want it to be. Initially, when it wasn't the monkeys, then it was the rats appeared just in time to harvest my sweet potatoes. And so it's really been a learning curve, but I like having what I have. I do lots of salads. When the cherry tomatoes, this needs pulling up. This was what the cherry tomato vine was. And over here you can see I've got squash, butternut squash, but vines I find don't do very well under the shade cloth. I suspect though that, like I said before, the soil needs to be treated. But yeah, so that's it over here. We've got some pea trees that I cut back recently, but I think that's about it. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. There's some basil and a few things in pots like the aloe vera here, but that's no big deal. I got so much aloe all over the place. I do have mint as well right here. This is mint, and I think that's it. I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm gonna stop here. But thank you for staying and looking at the video. I just wanted you to have an idea of what it looks like when it's actually raining. It gets pretty lush, which is nice. So until the next video, bye.